Hi there, my name is Heather and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do the Lisa Frank White Tiger inspired makeup look. Lisa Frank's colorful animals inspired me to create this look so that you can do it at home as well. Alright, let's begin. You're going to want to start with a clean moisturized face. We are going to go in with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original Anti-Aging Formula, and we are just going to apply this to our eyelids. And the eye area up to the brow bone. And go ahead and apply that to both eyes. Now we're going to go in with the Morphe concealer in shade C0.00. It's just white concealer. Can't tell you how hard it is to find things in just plain white. I'm just going to dab this underneath our eyes and softly blend it out. You can use your fingers or you can use a makeup sponge, brush, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Next, we are going to go ahead and create a smoky cat eye using monochromatic shades. I'm going to be using white, silver, gray, and black to create this. Because I don't want it to overpower the colorful stripes of the tiger. This will just make it look sexy and beautiful without interfering with those other beautiful colors, because you really want those to pop. I just got this eye done, and so I'm going to show you how to do this one. We are going to start by using the Jumbo Eye Pencil by NYX in the color Milk, which is number 604. So we're just going to use the Jumbo Eye Pencil to block out my eyebrows and just make them a little more cohesive with the look. If you like to make your eyebrows look invisible, you can go ahead and do that with some of the purple school glue, just whatever you want. I love my eyebrows, so I don't really want to get rid of them completely. So we're going to still keep them part of the look, just make them look a little more cohesive. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. Alrighty, and then I like to go in and kind of smoosh it in to the eyebrow area to fill all the little pores and little crevices in there. So smoosh it in, smoosh it, smoosh it, smoosh it. And then you'll go back in with the same Jumbo Eye Pencil and just make it stick to the hairs. Alright, and then I went ahead and cleaned up around that area just a little bit to make it so that when I apply the eyeshadow, it's not blotchy. So I'm actually using an older palette for this look. I know you won't be able to find it, unfortunately. If you're lucky enough to have it though, it's the Kat Von D, I believe, Sinner palette. It's older. It was probably, actually it was the first prestige brand eye palette that I ever bought, and it is my absolute favorite. I'm one of those people who don't like use things that I love because I want to keep them forever. So we're gonna go in with this lightest shade and apply that all over the eyelid and up to the brow bone as our blending color. So let's get started with that. And I'm just using my Eco Tools brushes right now. They're the dual-ended eye brushes. And this is just a crease brush. I'm gonna be using this one a lot right now, so I might as well just use it. Alright, it's got that applied. We're going to go ahead and take the next darkest shade, this gray silver color, for our crease. And starting in the outside area, I'm just going to start lightly blending that in. And make sure you bring it pretty high up towards the brow bone and the eyebrow. Try not to get too dark around the inside of the eye. You can always add a little more white in that area if you feel like it's getting a little too dark. I mostly use windshield wiper movements, but you can always, of course, use the little circles to blend out. And then I'm going to go in with the next darkest shade right next to it. Oh, and these have actual names. The lightest color is called Holy Bible, the next one is Glock, and the next one to that is Dorian Gray. Just slowly getting darker. Trying not to overpower anything that I'm doing right now. Alright, and then going in with Lucifer, the black color at the end of the palette to darken this up a bit. Always be careful with black colors because they can overpower your eyeshadow pretty fast. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's go in with the Holy Bible color again and intensify that on the eyelid. Okay. And then we're gonna bring over a little bit of these gray colors into this white on the eyelid and blend that through. And a little more black. Make sure I'm all matchy, pretty much. And I'm gonna take this little brush and use a little more of that Holy Bible color to help blend out the lines toward the eyebrow. And soften that all up. You might have to work with it a little bit more just because there's that white jumbo eyeshadow pencil right up there, and it's a little bit of a pain to get around that without getting it on your brush. Okay, next I'm going to go in with the Full Spectrum CoverGirl Defining Moment eyeliner in Blackest Black, and just to rim out my bottom eyelashes. I wish I had a third hand right now. I hope you like my funny faces. Alright, so I went ahead and finished that up, and then I also used the Jumbo Eye Pencil by NYX in the color Cottage Cheese number 608 because I wanted to rim out the waterline and brighten that up, and these are really great for that. Then I'm gonna go in with those gray colors again, mixing the lighter white color with the gray color next to it, and I'm going to buff out this area underneath with this little smudger brush. And just be careful not to bring it too far in, because we need to cut down and create a new eye shape here. I make really funny faces when I do makeup. It's like, ah, tight-lipped. Concentrating really hard. And then using a little bit of that white Holy Bible color, I'm just gonna go ahead and smudge out that rough edge toward the bottom. Okay, now we're gonna use the BH Cosmetics palette. This is the Zodiac #1 palette. And I'm going to use this white color on the inside to intensify the white. And I'm also going to use that white color to set the waterline using this little tiny brush. It is the Pointed Liner Brush by Ulta Beauty. Alright, so I just went in with that lighter color and highlighted here, put more on the lid to brighten that up a bit more. And now we are going to go ahead and do the eyeliner, which I am absolutely terrible at doing on camera. I know a lot of this I'm probably doing off camera, but it's very tricky to do it on camera. So I'll be right back. I went ahead and did my eyeliner, and I just wanted to share with you 2 ways to correct eyeliner that did not turn out the way you wanted it to. So using a little slanted eyeshadow brush, you can go in with the color that is in that area and kind of blend that out. That's one good way. Another way is to use concealer to correct it, and I'm going to use the Morphe white concealer to correct this inner eye area and get that nice and smooth. And you're just going to want to use a tiny bit. So put it on your brush and then tap it on your hand. You can see, tap it on your hand a little just to get any excess off. And then go in with your brush and just as carefully as possible clean that line up. And then you can kind of drag it down to help blend it out. Okay, and then also you can probably see too that this comes in a little bit farther than I wanted to, toward the top here where it's supposed to be white. So you can just go in with those colors and fix that a little bit. And then I also want to make the tear duct of this eye, the black part, a little bit sharper than it is right now. Alright, next what I did was I went in with the gray and white, and I just brought this shadow right under that new eye shape right there to just give it a little more depth and make it look a little bit nicer. You're just going to want to take that gray and blend it out with the Holy Bible white color, or whatever white, like shimmery color you have. Now we're gonna go ahead and pop on the eyelashes, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got that on. Something I also like to do, if you can see any parts of the lash that are not 100% black, is use a little bit of eyeliner to black those out so you can't see them anymore. And then of course go in with some mascara and blend your natural lashes into the false lashes, so they don't look strange. You really want them to look cohesive and be put together. So I got that mascara on, and now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of highlighter from the Kat Von D holographic palette in blue. This White Tiger has a lot of blue shading, so I'm going to use this highlighter just under my eyebrows for a little bit of added glam. Alright, so now we're going to go in and paint the whole face white. I did not use primer for this. I felt like I was having trouble with my primer, the one that I normally use, and the NYX white eyeshadow base, which is what I'm going to use to paint my face white. So we're going to do that really fast. I'm just going to use a big foundation brush and the eyeshadow base. We're just going to slap that all over. sure to cover all your hair as well. I seem to be having trouble with that. Alright, so next you're going to want to go in with your jumbo eye pencil from NYX in Milk again, and the white retractable eyeliner by NYX. You're going to want to draw out the stripes from the tiger. I'm choosing to do it in white to still be able to see it, but not very well, just because I don't want any harsh lines around the rainbow stripes. And I also forgot to mention a couple things. After applying the eyeshadow base all over my face, that stuff is a little bit greasy, so I used that foundation brush and a disposable beauty blender because I feel like it would be very difficult to get out of a beauty blender. I also set it with the Revolution SFX white base matte powder. Use a big fluffy brush like for blush and really get it on there. It can kind of disturb the NYX white eyeshadow base if you use too much pressure, so try to really load up the brush and just gently apply it to the face. Alright, so now I have the basic stripes on my forehead done. I like to work top down because I have a tendency to touch my face a lot and I hate that. So if you work this way and you like to touch your face when you're applying makeup, this will help prevent you from ruining anything that you've already done. So I'm going to be using the James Charles palette. I'm so excited to use this, but I purchased this one just because he said that it was designed to create any look, and I feel like you could pretty much create every look out there with this. So I'm going to start by going in with the color Cola, and we're going to be applying it to the very top of the stripes, just that very top hairline stripe there. And I'm just using a flat eyeshadow brush to go ahead and do that with. This is the fun part. We get to color in all of our lines and really make this look pop. And then I'm going to tell you the order in which I'm going to use colors, and then I'm going to go off camera and get these all on. So you're going to want to start with Cola and then move to the color Escape. So I'll show you here. So got the color Cola, Escape, and then Skip. And then from there, you're going to move into a red tone. You're kidding, just a little bit of the red, and then it's going to be 518 is your orange tone, and then your yellow tone will be B, and your green tone is more of a like limey green. You can use Social Dad or Social Blade, and maybe use a little bit of Daddy mixed in. When you get to the nose area, you're going to want to stop and do the nose and the little whiskery things. Because yeah, we want to stop right in this area so we don't ruin any of this by touching our face. And then working down, you're going to want to switch to Playground for your blue. Alright, and I will be back here in a while. It's gonna take me a while, and then I'll show you like the nose. Alright, so as you can see, I've gotten the forehead completed. So it is pretty difficult to use eyeshadow to do this, I'm not gonna lie. Especially these little areas that get really tiny. So you are going to want to use the pointed eyeliner brush for some of it, or a flat eyeshadow brush is helpful as well. If you do find that you've gone over the lines a little too much, you can go in with the Morphe white concealer and a small brush and kind of carve those out. It is very difficult to work with the high pigmented eyeshadow and white, so you are not going to have perfectly white areas around where the pigment was really heavy. You can try to layer and kind of dilute that color, but just do the best you can. I mean, I think it still looks amazing even though there's a little bit of pigment in the white. So yeah, just do the best you can. And now we're gonna work on the nose, which the nose is pretty simple. I'm just gonna use a red lip liner to do the nose. It's just your basic animal shaped nose, kind of like a heart shape on the tip of your nose. Alright, so I got my little Rudolph nose all done, and then we're going to go in with the white jumbo eye pencil and fill in these areas where I already drew out the stripes. Okay, so we got those all filled in. Now you're going to go in and color them just like I did the top, using either a flat eyeshadow brush or a pointed eyeliner brush, and then just blending those in as softly as you can. Okay, so we're going to be working on the side here of the face using the bright pink color from the James Charles palette. Just kind of show you a little bit, and then I'm going to go finish the look. Then to get the colors to pop really well, you gotta add extra pigment on top of it, but it's best to do that after you've already blended out into other colors. Alright, so I'm almost done with the look, but I did want to show you kind of how to blend out these colors and give you a couple tips. So you can see right here where the transition is going from yellow to green. What I do is I bring the colors up right next to each other, and then just kind of like you do when you do your eyeshadow, kind of windshield wiper it back and forth. And then if you feel like it's getting too out of control in one direction, you bring it down in the direction that you want the color to go. So do it on this side really quick. I'm sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is close to being blended already. I haven't really worked on it yet though. So what I want to do is, because I feel like the green is really starting to come too high up into the yellow, I'm gonna take more yellow. It's easier to take the lighter color first than the darker color. The darker color will always overpower the lighter color. So you're always gonna want to go in and just back and forth motions to really blend that out. And then if you want it to come more in one direction, you're going to take this and you're only going to go in one direction. Like you're feeling like, oh, the green is starting to take over. And then I usually wipe or clean off my brush on my arm or on my hand when I'm trying to switch colors, or if I feel like there's getting to be too much of like maybe the green on the brush. And then just kind of work that back into the orange there. And then, yeah. So that's basically how I'm blending them together. Just takes a little bit of time working back and forth, and then if it's going too far in one direction, try to push it back the other way with the lighter color or the darker color, whichever. Just be careful with the darker color because it will tend to overpower your lighter color. Which in this case, on the color wheel, yellow is your lightest color, other than obviously white. And working from like the purples into the pinks, and you can kind of see which one's going to overpower which one more. So I'll show you guys the blue really quick. I was originally going to make this go down onto my neck, but I decided that I just kind of want all the colors to be on my face. So we're going to do a little bit of the bright blue right at the bottom here. I'll show you what I do for that. I will say that eventually I want to get the smaller James Charles palette, because yes, this one does not have a mirror, and so I'm having to use this little tiny mirror, and it would be so much easier if I had a mirror. So the mini palette would be awesome for when you're doing stuff like this. I got the big one because I wanted lots of the color. I'm just gonna take this in gently. See how I'm just working that back and forth, blending those colors together. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up and then we'll work on the whiskers and the lips. Alright, as you can see, my look is all finished, and I just want to go over the last few things that I did off camera. So I used the Almay Intense Eye Color purple eyeliner pencil to do the little whiskers and dots. Then I used the Maybelline Unstoppable eyeliner in Onyx to draw a little triangle to connect the points of my lips together, just in the Cupid's bow there. And then I used the NYX Suede or Liquid Suede cream lipstick. It's a long-lasting lipstick. I think it doesn't say it on here. Oh, this is the color Alien, but it's a long-lasting lipstick, and I feel like with black lipstick you really need that, otherwise it kind of gets everywhere. And then I did a little bit of shading at the very end with the James Charles palette, and I used the color Hello mixed with Flashback just to contour around the nose and a few other areas that you could probably see. And then I used a little bit more of the white eyeshadow on my nose and just underneath the eyes to brighten that area up as well. I also used a little bit of the color Single just to give a little bit more contour right around the nose. From the picture, the Lisa Frank White Tiger picture that I was looking at, I was trying to go off all the shadowing that they used. They do have a lot of yellow shadowing, but I, again, don't want too much color to take away from the brightness of the stripes. Alright, that's all for my makeup look today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it, and I hope you learned something new. Thank you so much for watching, and I will list all the products that I used down in the description box. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm brand new to YouTube, and I would love to have your support. I will be trying to upload more videos in the near future, and thank you so much for watching this video.